Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video. And today, it is almost time for the Fnaf movie to release. It is legit. It's the 14th of October as of recording. In Ireland right now, the Fnaf movie comes out in 10 days. That is crazy. So, without further ado, I'm going to be giving you my predictions for the Fnaf movies. Let's get straight into it. My first prediction. Alright, simple prediction. I think the opening of this movie, the opening kill, so to say, will be the power outage kill from Freddy. I think if they're gonna go faithful to the games, faithful to everything like that, I think if they want to do that, the power outage kill has to be one of the opening kills, or it has to show up at some point in the movie. I feel like if they just want to go faithful to the games, I think that if they want to do the power outage kill, it just works better. Another little small hint, I think one of the animatronics will get decommissioned in this movie. If anything, I'm leaning more towards either Bonnie or Chica. I don't think they'll decommission Freddy, if anything. Purely because I feel like in the scene where Afton as Spring Bonnie, sharpens his knife, he's clearly just stabbed someone. Whether that be he's just stabbed Vanessa, I personally think he stabbed one of the animatronics, because leading on to a future theory I have I'm going to get onto later, I just feel like the animatronics will try and attack Afton at some point in this film when it comes to the third act. So when it comes to being decommissioned, I feel like Springtrap or Spring Bonnie will decommission at least one of these animatronics. Leading on from that decommission theory, what I mean by that, I think by the end of this movie, the animatronics will be friendly. And what I mean by that is because when we see this certain scene of Freddy leaning more towards the camera, and we can see Foxy, Bonnie, and Abby in the background. Now, there's either two options. Freddy is here looking at Mike, as Mike is obviously like, here, what are you doing with my sister, etc. Or this is when Spring Bonnie, William Afton, comes into the actual area and location. Because realistically, there's only two people Freddy would look like this at. And I feel like it could definitely be Mike, because when you think about it, if it was Afton, obviously Foxy and Bonnie would be like, yo, this is the dude who killed us, let's go get him. So I can kind of see where you can come of that sort of area from that theory. But personally, I think that the animatronics will be friendly, definitely towards Abby anyways. But there's so many shots of, Abby surrounded by the animatronics and Mike kind of sitting there. And I feel like if they were like totally, okay, we're going to kill your brother, Mike is going to die by this movie, they would have attacked him in this scene. And there's definitely scenes where, the photos of them all looking down, they could be looking down at Mike, but they could obviously be looking down at Afton as well. So in my opinion, I don't think they're going to be, proper killing machines for that much of the movie towards Mike. I feel like we're going to get at least one or two scenes per animatronic against Mike, but I don't think anyone's going to die when it comes to Abby or Mike or anything like that. But I do think that the animatronics will be friendly by the end of this movie. I just have a very strong feeling about that. Because technically, when it comes to the animatronics in the lore, they don't purposefully want to kill somebody other than Afton. Afton's the one they're after. So, and the only reason they really kill security guards is because they think they're Afton. And by the look of this film, it's like all the previous, security guards look like they've been sort of just sitting in the office. And obviously, if the animatronics go and look at the office, they go, oh my god, he's wearing the same thing as Afton, it could be him. But when it comes to Mike, he's avidly going around the pizzeria. So why would he, why would they attack him for the whole movie, realistically? And also, you could probably say, Bukal, how come you're saying that, but then they go and kill the thieves? I think they're going to kill the thieves because the thieves are harming their pizzeria. They're going around smashing everything up. So I think that's just the sort of thing like what an animal would do with the sort of territorial habitat sort of thing, where they just go and defend their territory. It's a very long shot of a theory, but I genuinely think Henry will show up in this film. Because there's a new trailer that has just came out regarding the actual training video. I think you get it if you sign up to the Blumhouse, like the phone number thing. And apparently now there's a scene where it's in the training video, the girl who mentions like the actual pizzeria it doesn't say two people. It says one person, and it says, I think it's like a gifted person or a genius. I think it's a genius, actually.
The genius who created Fazbear Entertainment opened Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria to indulge in his two greatest passions: family-friendly fun and cutting-edge animatronic technology. Our character...
She says the genius who created Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. So that's not referring to two people, that's referring to one. Now, is that referring to Afton or referring to Henry? Because technically Henry is the actual owner of the pizzeria, and Afton done the robotics. You know, Afton Robotics, they done the animatronics. So that could be either or. That could lean towards Afton or it could lean towards Henry. It's literally a 50-50 because it's really avidly shown that it's only going to lean towards one person. And I think it's going to be Henry because Henry was the actual owner of the establishment. He done all the business deals and stuff while Afton done the animatronics. So personally, I think they're talking about Henry there. Another small theory before I get into the main theory of this video. I think by the end of this film, we're gonna get Afton getting spring locked. Like, realistically, it's a 3-movie deal that Afton or Matthew Lillard have signed up for. Why wouldn't they spring lock him in this movie? Why wouldn't they? You know, he's obviously gonna show up either as Afton or as Springtrap in the next film. Why wouldn't they spring lock him? Or even in a credit scene, why wouldn't they show him in the suit getting arrested or something? I think he's gonna be spring locked. There's no reason to why Afton cannot get spring locked in this film, because realistically you can say, oh, but it's PG-13. They can still do the spring lock scene in PG-13. Trust me, if you go and watch the movie The Boogeyman, they kill a baby in the opening scene of that movie, right? And it's still just as effective, and that's PG-13. They still show blood and everything. So why couldn't they just do Afton in a shadow with blood spurting on a wall, and it would be just as effective if you hear him screaming his lungs out and blood splatters on the wall. It might only be one blood splatter, and that's it. That still applies for PG-13. That is what's crazy. They can definitely achieve a very effective spring lock scene in this film. Now, the main theory about this video. Emma Tammy has, I think it's Comic-Con. I don't know what actually panel this was at. I think it might have been Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con. But Emma Tammy and Jason Blum were both there. And Emma Tammy has just announced that there's a character in this film, a Fnaf character, that has not shown up in any of the trailers. Now, this could be so many people. Personally, when I first heard this, I was like, oh, that's going to be Henry. Or the puppet. I think it could be either or, Henry or the puppet. But there's one, after a little bit of research and a little bit of digging on the internet, I realized who this character is. It's so obvious now. Because there was a part in the trailer where there was a Balloon Boy photo that just disappeared in the next trailer. Why would they just get rid of a Balloon Boy poster? That surely means Balloon Boy is going to show up in this film. And you're probably wondering, how, Cal, that's so dumb. How can you, like, judge, oh, he's going to be the missing character because, you know, it's just a photo on the wall. Why is his laugh in one of the trailers then? If you hear the laugh in one of the trailers, it's literally a slowed, kind of muffled version of the Balloon Boy laugh that we get in the games when you haven't got rid of him. That is literally the laugh that shows up in this trailer, and why would that be in there? Surely it has to be in there for a reason. Like, it just would make no sense if he doesn't show up then. But that is my predictions. I know there's some in there that sound very far-fetched, but I have a little bit of, you know, backup behind each plot point and prediction that I have. So I know there's a lot of things that could happen, a lot of things might not happen, but I want to hear from you guys in the comments. What do you think is going to happen in this movie? What do you think is going to be the opening scene? Will it be will it be a power outage kill? It's obviously going to be a kill, because why wouldn't it be? So it's probably going to be a security guard, but will it be a power outage? Will it be Foxy? Will it be, you know, Chica? Will it be someone who, what do you think the opening scene is going to be? Do you think Afton's going to get spring locked? Personally, I think he will, but let me know in the comments below what you think. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Let me know your predictions in the comments below, and as always, if you like horror content, I'd appreciate you dropping a like on this video. And if you like horror content in general, you like watching on YouTube, I highly appreciate you if you could hit that subscribe button. I'm sure you like my content on this channel. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, stay safe and peace. Completely disappeared. However, it cuts to the closet of the parents' bedroom, where we hear a muffled mumbling in the closet. Obviously, the mum is now inside the closet for whatever reason, and then a voice appears from the closet in her mother's voice to then tell her to go back downstairs. Kaylee